Hello everyone, it is Zach, and today we are having another episode of Hope for Master Ball. Now, in our previous episode, we actually did come across Wolfie Glick and was able to battle him in ranked double battles. So that was it was a pretty nerve-wracking game, I would have to say. So if you want to check that out, you can go ahead and jump into my VGC 2020 playlist in the description below and find the previous episode. But today we're going back to that same team we used last episode with Braviary, Whimsicott, Dracozolt, Chandelure, Tyranitar, and Rillaboom. Now the Rillaboom is the hidden ability Rillaboom with Grassy Surge, which we've been seeing a lot of, but what we've been seeing more is the Libero Cinderace. So once again, we come across a team with a Cinderace, Togekiss, Excadrill, Inteleon, Dracovish, and Braviary itself. So we have seen a lot of Dracovishes. Dracovishes are coming back up. So here I kind of want to go Whimsicott and Dracozolt for Tailwind. And here, I kind of want to do Tyranitar, Rillaboom in the back. Grassy Surge would be great to switch out on if we see something like an Excadrill Togekiss, because you might see Earthquake or Braviary Excadrill with Earthquake as well. That's another thing that's really coming up is Togekiss and Excadrill and just spamming Earthquake as much as you can. I've been seeing a lot of that in the battles that I've encountered, and Libero Cinderace is really switching it up. And I don't know why, but like Dracovish is just coming back up too. I guess with Cinderace you can put a flying move on and not only get a stab flying from Cinderace, but you also get a speed boost. Let's see what my opponent wants to lead. So we will see the Excadrill and Inteleon. So first I want to like set up Tailwind, and I honestly want to say that Inteleon is probably more of a problem. I want to say the attack into it is really obvious, but I think we could live attack from an Excadrill, and something we need to worry about is the fact that it's probably going to be Focus Sash as well. So we'll get the Tailwind off, and we will Max Lightning into the Inteleon slot and see how that goes. I want to say we probably see like an Ice Beam. An Ice Beam and an Iron Head probably. So we'll get our Max Lightning off. And actually, the Inteleon's Focus Sash, so we made the wrong call there, I guess. So what are you going to do? Are you going to double into the Dracozolt, or are you going to... Okay, so you take out the Whimsicott. And high horsepower the Dracozolt and just get the double knockout. That is really unfortunate. And we see that the Excadrill is Life Orb, so we just made the wrong call there on the items. So our Grassy Surge will actually decrease the power, but we are at a real disadvantage here with losing our Dynamax Pokemon at turn 1. I think here I just kind of want to superpower into the Excadrill, and and we will fake out into the Inteleon. And we'll see a Dynamax come out. It will probably be the Dynamax Excadrill. Definitely capitalizing on the fact that I no longer have Dynamax. And probably just going for the easy knockout on the Tyranitar. We are able to fake out and knock out the Inteleon and do solid damage on the Excadrill, but we will lower our defense and our attack, which will probably result in us losing the Tyranitar. There we go. So next I want to see like what my opponent comes up with. So we have Braviary. And I think here we definitely just see a Tailwind come out from the Braviary, and we might see a Max Guard. But I mean, at this point, you have the advantage. So we will be able to Drain Punch the Excadrill and actually take it down, but we'll probably see either a Brave Bird or a Tailwind setup come from my opponent. And there's the Brave Bird. And you are able to one-shot the Rillaboom. That was honestly a tough one because this is such an information game, and to misplay that turn 1 because I thought the items would be swapped, or I thought at least that the Excadrill would have the Focus Sash, like that's what caused me to lose the game. If I would have been able to know that the Inteleon was the one with the Focus Sash, I would have went into the Excadrill slot knowing that I would one-hit KO it rather than one-hit KO the Inteleon that I didn't think had the Focus Sash. So just a simple misplay. I feel like I led well into that match, and it was a good matchup, but my misplay turn 1 just resulted in the loss. So we drop down in our standings and let's find another match. Okay, and we have one. We have Alex. And here we see the Meowstic, Conkeldurr, Vileplume, Excadrill, Cinderace, and Lapras. So I honestly feel like Braviary and Rillaboom make a decent turn 1. And then in the back, let's go Tyranitar and Chandelure. The reason why I'm going Chandelure is hopefully I can get it out before the Tyranitar or after Sandstorm is gone. That way, giving me a chance to get more than one hit off. Because if I can get more than one hit off, I can basically guarantee a turn the next move. I can guarantee hopefully 2 attacks with Chandelure, unless you double into it. So we'll see the Lapras and Meowstic lead. So here I'm actually worried about max ice coming out from Lapras. So I think here I'm actually going to switch in the Chandelure and fake out the Meowstic. So we do see the Gigantamax come out from probably what is the Lapras, and let's see who you go into. We will fake out into the Meowstic, and we'll see the G-Max Resonance into the Chandelure. So we do take that pretty well, but that does break our Sash. So I think at this point we just try to Shadow Ball. And honestly, I want to knock off a supposed weakness policy from this Lapras. Because if we can keep this Lapras' damage output at neutral, we can actually hold it off pretty well. So we'll see Charm come out. And we'll be able to launch a Shadow Ball into the Meowstic, which does decent damage, and we'll prop a Berry on the Meowstic. Okay, so we see that it's not weakness policy, it's actually Lake Clay. I think here at this point I just bring in Tyranitar. And we'll get rid of the Rain. And here I want to hit the Meowstic. Like I really do. And then we'll just slow down the Lapras at this point with Drum Beating, because we know it's not weakness policy, so we can start hitting it with super effective moves. And this is actually my opponent's last turn of Gigantamax, so we should be able to hit it. And if we can keep the sand up before we get hit with a fake tears. But you target the Rillaboom. We'll get a -1 speed. And we're just going to launch a Max Darkness into the Meowstic. So here I'm worried about who you target. You actually target the Rillaboom, and you are able to take it out. So we didn't get any stat decreases on Tyranitar, which is actually really good. But I think here we have to worry about Conkeldurr. But now we see Cinderace. So here, I actually want to max guard and Tailwind. Because here I think I see a high jump kick come out from the Cinderace. And we'll actually see the Lapras protect, which is really good because that means Braviary is less threatened. And you actually went for the chance of the flinch, but we still do get Tailwind up. Unfortunately, our Braviary did take a lot of damage. I think here we should just Max Knuckle into the Lapras and Close Combat into the Cinderace. And we're not able to take out the Cinderace. And we'll see the high jump kick come out, probably into the Tyranitar slot. Oh. Cinderace is so good. And we see that it's Life Orb. And we have another loss. I don't like... First thing, I need to start working on my Cinderace team. Second, I think I played that really well. It's just that Libero Cinderace is such a problem right now. The fact that I didn't one-shot it with Close Combat, and it still outsped Tyranitar and Tailwind. And they probably had the Conkeldurr in the back, so I think in the end game, once we lost Braviary, we would have lost Tyranitar too. Max attack, max speed. What did you carry? Pyro Ball, high jump kick, sucker punch, Iron Head. Yeah, so and Life Orb. And that's how good Cinderace is right now, that you can carry 4 attacks, have no way of protecting, and still opt to carry a Life Orb over something like an Assault Vest, because when you have such a high attack and every move is stab no matter what, with Life Orb damage, it's so good. Cinderace is the new Dracovish. It's the Pokemon that everyone's worried about. But how do you stop it? Where Dracovish has good counters with Gastrodon and all that. It has checks. How do you check a Pokemon that's constantly changing types? So we see Dragapult, Rotom Wash, Excadrill, Togekiss, Chandelure, and Scrafty. So Scrafty has Fake Out support. So could we see Trick Room? No. So I'm going to go Whimsicott and Dracozolt with my typical lead. And at this point, I want to go Chandelure because the Shadow Ball and the Heat Wave can hit Dragapult and Excadrill and the opposing Chandelure pretty hard. And then let's go Rillaboom. So we are going up against 0, and let's see how they lead. Scrafty and Excadrill. So I want to say we see a Fake Out here from Scrafty, or even something like a Poison Jab. So I think switching in Rillaboom to get the Fake Out the next turn is going to be pretty crucial. And I just want damage on that Excadrill. Now this Excadrill could be sashed, but the last time I made that assumption I was wrong. Could be sashed, could be Life Orb. But Grassy Surge should bring down some of the damage it might have. We will see a Pokemon Dynamax. And it will be the Excadrill. So we'll probably see a Max Quake come out from the Excadrill. And a Fake Out come out from Scrafty. Unfortunately, we do not have the speed control. So we will see a Fake Out come out from the Scrafty. And actually do a decent amount. And we'll see a Max Steel Spike. So you doubled into the Whimsicott slot. And get a defense boost. So I mean, that is a solid play against. And we actually activate the weakness policy. So 105, 127. I believe a max extra is like 154. So here I just kind of want to max guard and see if you take out my Rillaboom. Because if you do take out my Rillaboom, I can always bring in Whimsicott and get a Tailwind up. And we'll get good health back. And we'll see another Drain Punch come out from the Scrafty. So we'll see the Max Quake come out, probably into the Dracozolt. But we will hit it with a Drum Beating, so that will slow down its speed. And we'll see another Drain Punch come out from Scrafty, which is actually enough to take out the Rillaboom. Huh. I believe my Chandelure is max speed. 145, so like at -1 you should be able to outspeed the Extra Drill. I'm worried about a Sucker Punch from Scrafty. We'll see the Extra Drill protect, but we will be able to Moonblast the Scrafty. And do we hit the Scrafty? Yes, we do. Is it enough to take it out? It is. Okay. So here we see the Rotom Wash. And I mean, we are Scarfed. I'm worried about this thing nasty plotting. Let's Moonblast into the Rotom. We'll get a special attack drop, which is good. And a Heat Wave off. And we'll see the Citrus Berry come out and a Thunderbolt. So not bad. You broke our Focus Sash, but we didn't take, we're not down to 1. So it's not obvious that we have a Focus Sash. What do we see in the back though? Dragapult. Okay. So I think here I have to Tailwind and Shadow Ball, hoping that the Dragapult is not sashed. And we will get the Shadow Ball off. And one-shot the Dragapult. Okay. And we'll see a Hydro Pump come out and take out the Chandelure. So now we have to rely on Moonblast to seal this game in. If we can get another special attack drop though, and we'll see a Nasty Plot come out. I think another Moonblast should honestly do it. You're going to protect, you're stalling out your Tailwind. You're going to fail to double protect to stall the Tailwind. And we are able to seal that one in by the skin of our teeth. We actually got a lot of longevity out of that Chandelure, so I'm really surprised on that. And these matches like really came down to just like poor turn 1 plays. And I want to say that last match, like the turn 1 play wasn't bad. I knew the Whimsicott was going to get faked out. I didn't know it was going to get doubled into. I didn't know the Extra Drill was weakness policy. But we were able to minimize the damage output of the Extra Drill. And when it came down to it, getting that speed drop from Rillaboom onto the Extra Drill allowed us to outspeed with our Chandelure without Tailwind, which let us attack the Scrafty because that Scrafty would have probably just clicked knockoff and really taken out the Chandelure. So we got really fortunate in that last match in the last couple turns, but it was good play all around. It's just that the first 2 matches, like, I came across bad turn 1s, and that happens. But anyways, I'm Zach. Thanks for watching. Tell me how I can make this team better down in the comments below. And while you're down there, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you made it this far, I want to say thank you, because that means you've watched this whole video. So I'm really thankful for that. And that's all. I'll see you guys in the next episode. If you want to see more of my content, there is a playlist in the description down below. But I'll see you guys in the next one.